Welcome to NOXTalks, the AI-generated podcast exploring the groundbreaking ways technology shapes our built environment. Today, we're diving into the hidden cost of commissioning debt. Not technical debt in software. Building debt. The kind that piles up when a site gets handed over. The trend logs look fine at a glance, but the supply air reset is broken, a discharge sensor is lying, a few overrides never got cleared, and the sequence was never really proven in the field. And here's the problem. The market loves to jump straight to AI, dashboards, and portfolio analytics. But if the air handler is hunting, or the VAV boxes are reheating against cooling, all that shiny software is basically reporting on chaos. It's not that analytics are bad, it's that analytics can't rescue a building from bad fundamentals. Bad BAS data just gives you a more expensive way to rediscover the same old comfort calls. That's why this matters right now. ASHRAE Standard 230 gives existing buildings their own commissioning framework, and Guideline 36 says standardized HVAC sequences are meant to maximize energy efficiency, control stability, and real-time fault diagnostics. That wording matters. Control stability means the system stops chasing itself. Real-time fault diagnostics means your fault software has a fighting chance of flagging something useful. In other words, better sequences aren't a nice-to-have. They're the operating system for everything that comes after. One of my favorite proof points is an ASHRAE-recognized medical office retrofit in California. The team replaced the BAS, moved terminal units to DDC, applied Guideline 36 sequences, and the result was serious. About $200,000 a year in energy savings, a 21% drop in whole building electricity, and roughly a 56% cut in heating hot water energy. That's not a dashboard win. That's sequence discipline paying rent. And here's another fun fact. Large-scale Berkeley lab research found existing building commissioning still tends to pay back fast, with a median simple payback of about 1.7 years. Depending on program type, median primary energy savings range from about 5 to 14%. So when someone says tuning is soft savings, the data says otherwise. Why is this still overlooked? Because cleanup work is not glamorous. Nobody puts "we fixed 5 biased sensors and removed 30 stale overrides" on the cover of a strategy deck. But that cleanup is exactly what cuts reheat, reduces simultaneous heating and cooling, lowers complaint volume, and keeps technicians from burning hours on symptom chasing instead of root cause. Where does commissioning debt usually hide? Start with AHU and VAV reset logic, static pressure reset, supply air temperature reset, minimum airflow settings that never got revisited, then sensor validation, then simultaneous heating and cooling, then schedules that nobody trusts anymore, then point-to-point issues that passed startup but never held up under real operating modes. Most comfort complaints are not mysterious. They're the same few control failures wearing different clothes. For facility managers, this shows up as hot-cold calls, nuisance alarms, and too many truck rolls. For owners, it shows up as unnecessary OPEX and capital planning decisions made with bad information. For engineers, it shows up as a building that technically runs, but never really performs. So here are the moves I'd make first. Build a 90-day post-handover tuning backlog and rank every item by energy impact, complaint volume, and override count. Start with the air handlers and VAVs, because that's where a lot of the hidden fighting lives. Verify the sequence in the field, not just on paper. ASHRAE Guideline 11 exists for a reason. And budget for seasonal retuning, because tab plus startup is not the same thing as commissioning complete in July, October, and January. And one more thing. FDD is absolutely useful, but it works best after the basics are trustworthy. If the sensor is dead, the set point is wrong, or the sequence was never actually implemented the way the engineer wrote it, analytics won't create truth. It will just scale confusion. The big takeaway is simple. Before you buy another layer of intelligence, make sure the building can tell the truth. Clean up the sensors, clear the overrides, fix the resets, prove the sequence, then let analytics help you keep it that way. Because the hidden cost of commissioning debt isn't just wasted energy, it's wasted trust. And once operators stop trusting the BAS, every optimization project gets harder from there.